Welcome back to Treasures from the Purans, a treasure chest of fascinating stories from the Puran genre of Indian literature. The curated stories in this series are from Srimad Devi Bhagavatam, which I have adapted for this podcast. I'm Valentina Trivedi, bringing you treasures from the Purans. Srimad Bhagavatam Punyam Nanakhyan Kavanvitam Dvepayana Mukhodbhutam Panchalakshana Sanyutam Shrinvatam Sarva Papagnam Shubhadam Sukhadam Tatha Itihasamidam Punyam Kirtitam Muni Sattamaha. Anybody who hears this Srimad Bhagavatam, endowed with 5 characteristics and filled with various anecdotes that came out of the mouth of Vyasa, finds all his sins destroyed and attains peace and blessedness. O Munis, this holy history has thus been described to you. The last episode ended with Queen Manorama and her son Sudarshan seeking and finding shelter in Rishi Bharadwaj's hermitage or ashram. Meanwhile, the victorious Yuddhajit returned to Ayodhya with his army and asked where Manorama and Sudarshan were. He was angry when no one could find them, as he had wanted to kill Prince Sudarshan. Subsequently, on an auspicious day, his grandson Shatrujit was crowned king in his presence. There was great rejoicing throughout the kingdom. The sound of kanchas mingled with the musical notes of bheris and turiyas as Ved mantras were recited aloud by the priests and hymns were sung by wandering bards. Once the ceremony was over, Yuddhajit returned to Ujjain, where he soon learnt that Manorama and Sudarshan were living in Maharshi Bharadwaja's ashram. He immediately set off with his army. Hearing about this, Manorama was extremely distressed and terrified. She went running to the rishi. "Yuddhajit is reaching here with his army. Where shall I go? What shall I do?" she wailed with tears rolling down. "He's definitely coming here with the intention of killing my son." Rishi Bharadwaj tried to pacify her. "Oh Muni," wailed Manorama, "when the pure and sattvic Vishnu could assume his dwarf incarnation Vaman and steal away the kingdom of the benevolent King Bali, who was so generous and righteous, what wonder is it that ordinary mortals commit sinful deeds out of greed? They are so blinded by avarice that they have no fear of being punished in the hereafter. O Muni, no one can be trusted in this world, as everyone is anxious to take away others' property. Vrisha tirtham vritha danam vritha adhyayan mevacha lobha moha vritanam ve kritam tat kritam bhave. Going on pilgrimages, giving alms or reciting the Vedas are all rendered useless for people clouded by greed and delusion. Though they may visit holy places, it is as good as not visiting them. O Maharshi, please make Yuddhajit go away so we can remain here peacefully. The Maharshi went to Yuddhajit and implored him to return to his kingdom and not trouble the grieving queen any further. "O Muni, don't come in my way. I will not leave without Manorama. If you don't let me, I will carry her away by force," Yuddhajit replied arrogantly. "O king," said the Muni, "you can carry her away by force if you so desire. But the result will be similar to when King Vishwamitra wanted to forcefully take away the heavenly cow Nandini from the ashram of sage Vashisht." Hearing the Muni's words, Yuddhajit called his prime minister for advice. "O intelligent one," he said, "I want to carry away this boy and his mother. For it is foolish to leave one's enemy alive, even if a weak one, for he will become stronger day by day and can ultimately prove to be dangerous. There is no army here to resist me. I can easily carry away my grandson's enemy and kill him. Once he is killed, my grandson will rule fearlessly." The Prime Minister replied, "I would advise against any such action." "O King, you have heard the Maharshi's words. Let me tell you the story of Vishwamitra. Son of Gadhi, Vishwamitra was a powerful king. One day, while on the move with his army, he reached sage Vasishtha's ashram and bowed before him. The sage asked him to sit down and invited him and his army for a meal. The king wondered how a meal for so many would be prepared in a simple ashram, but was astounded to see a veritable feast was laid out for them. Muni Vasishtha told him that it was made possible thanks to his divine cow Nandini, who, like her mother Kamdhenu, was a cow of plenty. King Vishwamitra then insisted that the Muni hand over Nandini to him in return for 1,000 cows. The Muni refused politely, saying, "Nandini is my sacred cow, and I cannot give her away for anything or any number of cows." Vishwamitra became angry at this and threatened to carry away Nandini by force. Sage Vasishtha said, "Do as you wish. I can never give away Nandini willingly." Vishwamitra at once ordered his soldiers to capture Nandini. Nandini was bound by ropes and a noose was put around her neck to carry her away forcefully. A trembling Nandini with tears in her eyes said to Muni Vasishtha, "Are you really going to let these uncouth men drag me away, O Muni?" The downcast Muni answered, "Nandini, I would never part with you. I use your milk in all my sacrifices and yajnas. O auspicious one, I treated this king and his army as my guests, with eatables prepared from your milk. And now he wants to carry you away by force. What can I do?" Hearing the words of the Muni, a furious Nandini bellowed loudly. At once, terrible demons wearing coats of armor and holding various weapons emerged from her body and shouted, "We are here to wreak vengeance on you," and fell upon the king's army, killing them all. Only the dejected king was left to return to his kingdom. He was completely shocked and disillusioned as he realized that he, a Kshatriya, was not the most powerful of all. An ascetic Brahmin leading a frugal life in the forest was more powerful. This set him thinking. Giving up his kingdom and renouncing his Kshatriya dharma completely, he went away to perform severe penance in a forest for a very long time. As a result of this, he eventually succeeded in becoming a rishi and came to be known as Sage Vishwamitra. "Therefore, O king," said the Prime Minister to King Yudhajit, "it is best to not quarrel with ascetics and rishis. It can have dire consequences and can even lead to the end of a dynasty. It would be wiser to return to our kingdom and let Sudarshan remain here. He has no wealth or resources, so how can he harm you or his brother Shatrujit? It is useless to show your might and enmity towards a weak, minor and fatherless boy." Daya sarvatra kartavya devadinamidam jagat ishaya kim nipashrestha yad bhavya tad bhavishyate. This world is ruled by destiny. Therefore it is far better to show mercy than to act out of jealousy. What is inevitable will surely come to pass. शष्को हन्ति शार्दूलम् मष्को वै तथा गजम् साहसमुच्च मेधाविन् कुरु मे वचनं हितम्. O king, by a combination of circumstances, a hare can kill a powerful tiger and a gnat can kill an elephant. You are very intelligent, so please forsake this rashness and heed my advice. Listening to his Prime Minister's advice, King Yudhajit bowed before Bharadwaj Muni and returned to Ujjain, while Manorama and Sudarshan continued to reside in the ashram fearlessly. Katyayani Mahamaye Bhavani Bhuvaneshwari Sansara Sagare Magnam Mamuddhar Kripamayi Brahma Vishnu Shivaradhye Prasida Jagadambike Mano Abhilashitam Devi Varam Dehi Namostute.